Hello everyone, good day you all. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to align with your vision. The last time we looked at sustaining your vision in economic downtime. From that last episode we were made to see that we have two kinds of vision, or vision comes to you in two ways. Vision can be given to you by God and vision can come from you. And the vision that comes from you, you have to do all of the thinking, calculation, planning, and it's 50-50. There's every possibility that that vision will succeed, and there's every possibility that that vision will fail. Whereas the vision that comes from God, every wisdom you need, strategy, skill, manpower, resources will still come from Him. So today I'm going to be talking to us about how to align with your God-given vision. One thing we must understand is that until we learn how to align with the vision that God has given to us, that vision will continue to remain in the realm of our imagination. It will never be a reality. And God has not given you any vision for it to continue to be an imagination or a dream or something you talk about that you never get to actualize. So it's in the place of aligning with your vision that you will bring that vision from the realms of imagination, from the realms of your dreamland, into reality, whereby your profiting will now appear to everyone. I have two scriptures for you, which is taken from the book of Jeremiah chapter 1. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 and verse 10. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, the Lord was talking to Jeremiah, and He told him that before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you, and I ordained you to be prophets to nations. And Jeremiah was protesting, like, oh God, no, I'm just a child, I'm just a youth, I'm just a teenager, I don't have the connection, I don't have a name, where do I start from, I don't have the resources. And the Lord had to rebuke him. He said, do not say you are only a child. You must go to everywhere I send you to and say whatsoever I have commanded you. Then in verse 10, he said, see this day I have set you over the nations, over the kingdoms, to pull down, to root out, to destroy, to build, and to plant. That was the vision of Jeremiah. That was his assignment. That was his mandate. That until he begins to align with this God-given mandate vision, he will not amount to anything in life. His profiting will not appear to all, and he will not be useful to the kingdom of God, even in the spheres and in the nation. So just like Jeremiah, before God formed you, before He sent you to planet Earth, He already knew you. He already predestined you for whatever it is that He has destined you to accomplish in the face of the earth. He said, before I formed you, I knew you and I ordained you. For some of you, the Lord have called you to be a business person, even if you have to be a tomato seller. Yes. For some of you, the Lord have called you to occupy positions of authority, in government, in politics. For some of you, the Lord have called you to play a role in media, in fashion, entertainment industries, and all of that. So the calling of God or the ordination of God is not just tied to you being a pastor, a prophet, an apostle, an evangelist behind the pulpit. No. Are you getting it? And He has ordained you, and He has placed you in these different spheres. He has placed you in these different areas, just like He told Jeremiah in verse 10 that, see this day I have set you over the kingdoms and over the nations. For some of you, He has set you over politics. He has set you over the banking sector, the medical sector, the business sector, the fashion industry, the entertainment industry. He has given you one skill, He has given you one craft, He has given you one grace, He has given you one ability, and that is your vision. So you must learn how to align with it. How do you align with it? First of all, you realize this is what God has given to me. This is the skill, this is the ability, this is the grace, this is the calling, He has given to me. You realize it, then you agree with it. You say, yes, Lord, I'm going to do this. And after agreeing with it, you listen for every instruction He's going to give to you in actualizing that vision. For some of you, you could say, okay, have a change of location. Leave Abuja, go to Lagos. Or leave Lagos, go to Zamfara. Or leave Nigeria, go to the US, go to the UK. That is the place I've called you to occupy. until I come. He's going to give you a specific instruction. Now, for you to successfully align with your vision, you must learn how to be dead to your own will, what you want for yourself, and say, God, whatever it is that you want, that's what we are going to do. Now, when you come to that place, then every grace you need, every resources you need, both human resources, finances, location, every connection you need, manpower, materials, it is going to come, irrespective of the fact that whether you have the money or not, it will come because you are in alignment with your vision. There is always provision for every vision that God has given to you. So that vision that God has given to you, why did He give you that vision? He gave you that vision so that you can exercise His dominion in that sphere that He has set you over, in that organization that He has set you over. Now, remember in the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 28, the Lord said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over everything, the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, whatsoever. So yours could not be dominion over the fish in the sea or the birds of the air. It could be dominion in the medical field. It could be dominion in politics. It could be dominion in business. So He has called us to exercise and express His dominion in every sphere that He has appointed us for. And that is what we have been called to do. So when you are able to realize that, then you have succeeded in knowing the particular work that God has ordained you for. So I'm going to be talking to us, about work versus hustle. Work is that mandate that God has given to you. That is your work, and that has His blessing on it, that has His grace on it, His divine enablement on it. Whereas hustle is that thing which you are doing by yourself, your own vision and all that has your own strength on it, that has your own energy on it, that has your own skill, calculation and all that. Now the difference between work and hustle is that for work, there is grace for it, but for hustle, you are going to dispense your own strength to actualize that. And at the end, there is every possibility that you could be frustrated. Then you now come to a point where you be like, oh God, bless my hustle. My dear, there is nothing like that. It's either you are doing the work which God has appointed you for, which has His blessing and grace on it, or you are hustling and you are struggling. And one thing that hustling will do for you, it will take you out of the plans of God for your life, and it will take God out of your life. So any kind of maybe job, business, whatever it is that you are doing that takes God out of your life, that makes God misses you in His presence, that brings you to a place where you don't have time for God, you don't have time to fellowship with His Spirit, that does not even give a platform whereby His kingdom power and glory find expression in that area. Mind you, it can be in the marketplace, as a market woman, do you understand? Or as a taxi driver, or as a businessman, or as a fashion designer. If it does not give expressions to the kingdom power and glory of God, that thing is a hustle and it's not having the blessings of God in it. But if whatever it is that you are doing that gives expression to His kingdom, to His power and glory, even if you sell in a restaurant, that is your God-given assignment. That is a work that God has given to you that has His blessing on it. And people will eat your food as a chef or someone who has a restaurant and all that, and they experience the blessings of the Lord. Yes, it's very possible. Someone can walk into your restaurant feeling depressed, feeling sick, and they eat your food, and the next thing, there is this life. Why? You are under the government of God. You are doing that thing after the order, the instructions, and the precept of the Lord. So definitely it's going to carry the life of God, in it.